We are back. We are live. We are here. It is time. What about like 10 minutes late? Something like that, huh? But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids, parents, everybody of all ages, we are currently coming to you live. And you know what? I should have renamed this title The State of the North Carolina Address. Like, that's what tonight's episode is. Because we're going to talk about the state of the North Carolina Tar Heels, especially our men and women's basketball team as they head into March Madness and the madness that has befallen us over these last couple of weeks, especially without one Caleb Wilson. First and foremost, on a positive note, we did get the win on Louisville. We got the win over Louisville, so always gotta give a huge Zoidberg and a happiness for that. But colleague, my co-host, gentlemen, actually, I didn't even do the introductions properly because I am the captain of the Hooligan Express, and that gentleman over there, introduce yourself to the people before we get into this.
Hello, it's me, that guy. Yeah, let's get into
it. So we just shortchanging everything today, huh?
Listen, it's been a week. And it's only Tuesday.
Yeah. You can say that again. So, your takeaways. I'll get into my takeaways, but I'll let you go first. Then I'll go into my spiel.
So, first takeaway, which I know we're probably going to sit on for the longest, is they almost did it again. They almost did it again. They almost somehow, some way, let this game slip away from them. Luckily enough, they buckled down just enough to come away with the win. Because at the end, because when I tell you, had they lost that game, me and you already talked about it, we've been sitting here silent for God knows how long. Just silent. We wouldn't have said
that. Not even gonna lie to y'all, this podcast probably would have been at least minimum 20 minutes of just us being quiet.
Just
thumbnail would have literally just said they did it again.
That'd have been it. It would have been nothing but straight disappointment for 20 minutes. Cause but we did win. And I said it earlier in the season. I'm gonna keep saying it. Steph Trimble is one of these players on this team that will make or break our games. If Steph Trimble isn't going on all cylinders, or if his defense isn't where it should be, or if one major part of his game is lacking, our games don't tend to go too well. Like we can still probably pull out the win, but it's not going to be easy. It's not going to look good. And once again, it's not going to look. It's going to look real embarrassing. The other point out, Zayden Hyde, not one of his best games, but he's still doing exactly what we need him to do.
He was due. He was due for one. He was due for a bad one.
That's what I think. Remember, because he's originally just coming off the bench as a rotational guy. Now that he's getting more minutes, I appreciate it if he got more minutes than what he got against Louisville. But fouling out will do that to you. I think him and somebody from Louisville, I think they both fouled out due to techs, I think. They both got teched out.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I might be wrong, though. Either way, it was nonsense because all they were jawing at each other. The ref got tired of it. Big props to Jaren Stevenson because he's starting to pick his game up. Henry Vassar's picking up where he left off. Biggest problem that we have with him still is you're not getting enough rebounds. Like, your rebound game has been lacking the last couple of weeks. And it needs to step up a little bit. Zayden High can't be the only guy getting double-digit rebounds in games. Because when both Jaren Stevenson and Zayden High and Seth Trimble have more rebounds than you in a game as a center, might need to step your game up a little bit. But still, you put up, I think, he put up 19 points that game?
Who, Vassar?
I think Vassar put up, 19?
Vassar put up, got it right here in front of me. He put up 12. No, ain't no.
He put up 19 against Syracuse. That's who it was.
Yeah,
I know it was one of the two games. I just couldn't remember which one. But I mean, still, at the end of the day, like we need some more rebounds out of you, buddy. Let's just keep it a butt. A stack, a thou, a billy wow. Cause my guy. 3 other people ain't supposed to be out rebounding you unless he's in the same spot you in. Because check this out. So yeah.
Actually, listen, I got my takeaways when you let me get to go. I got my takeaways.
Oh yeah, I got a couple more here. Because here's the problem: when Bogovac, Trimble, Zayden High, and Jaren Stevenson have more rebounds than you, and heck, if Derek Dixon would have got 2 more, he still would have had more than you. You had 2 rebounds all game. Do better. As a center, we need you to see you have at least 6 as a center. I can understand some of them just getting bounced out your hand. I get it, but overall, you got to do much better than this. Outside of that, I think this is probably the best this team has closed out a half in a while. It wasn't the half that really mattered, but. It was a good play. It was a good game. I'm gonna leave it at that. What's your takes?
All right, because it seems like we need a little bit of energy in this building. Let's turn it up a notch. Let's pick this up a bit.
Well, I'm being a little quiet because I'm trying to put. They're putting.
Oh no! I understand why you're quiet. I'm gonna turn this up a notch because 1, my nephew can't hear me.
Nope, he can't.
My nephew can't hear me. But yo, what the hell? That's all I can say. That's the first play I want to put there. What are we doing, bro? There's no way. There's no way. No way ever. The simple fact of the matter, we were down at most. At one point, we were down 10. We were down 10 in the first half, 23-13. Come back, close out, and take the lead right before half, bro. We take the lead right before half. Get the lead up as much as 12 with 2 minutes and 17 seconds. 2 minutes, 17 seconds, up by 12. And we win by 3. We win by 3. That's not supposed to happen, especially on a night where Seth Trimble has a 30-piece, the first 30-piece we've had since RJ Davis. The first 30 ball we've had since then. And you want to waste it away and piss it away like that? Bro, we were up by 5 with 9 seconds to go in the game. And the bad part is we missed both of those free throws. They have a very legitimate chance of just having a random tip in to tie this game and go into overtime. 9 seconds? I'm not thrilled. I'm not happy. The only positive caveat I can do with this team in this game is the simple fact of the matter, when it comes to March Madness, we know how to win a close one. We when it comes, no. Let me get these off first. We know how to win a close one, and we know how to blow a lead. So you know what? That's perfect for March Madness because no lead is safe in March Madness. You can be up by 20, 25. All of a sudden, you have the accountant that's going to be working at Enterprise next year or State Farm go off and give you 9 threes straight in the second half, and you got to be able to bounce back. So you know what you do? You got to know how to be in these games. So I'll give you that. However, Hubert Davis, please, for the love of God, for the love of all that's good and holy, if you don't know how to tighten up and contest threes and sit there and have a better defense by this time next year, I'm calling for your resignation. I will run up on Chapel Hill and make sure that everybody on campus knows, hey, yo, Hubert, you gotta go. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your admiration. But you know what? I need your resignation. Get up out of here. When I look at this stat line, Vassar, whatever. It don't matter who you are because what these rebounds are doing are subpar. I'm sick of it, bro. I am tired of it because 2 rebounds. You're the biggest dude. You are the biggest dude on the court more times than not. And you're sitting here giving me 2 boards? 2 boards. That's what you're giving me. You went 6 of 12 from the field, so I guess I can be happy that you actually scored. But guess what I need you to do? Go grab a board because this is about when Bogovac has more rebounds than you. You've disgusted me. When Zayden High, the freshman that we just start, he might be a freshman, he might be a sophomore. I apologize, Zayden. I'm going up. Sophomore?
Yep,
Sophomore. Okay. Zayden, I apologize. I don't want to get your class wrong, bro. But Zayden, we just started giving him rotational minutes. 6 boards. Stevenson, 7 boards. Seth Trimble did more on the boards than you. And I'm asking this man also to go give me 30 while Caleb Wilson is out. What are we talking about here? What are we doing? Bogovac, oh, look, you had a decent day from the field because you actually went and started shooting inside the three-point line because guess what? You found out you can't shoot from the three-point line right now. You just can't. So you did the smart thing and went inside the arc, and you know what you did? You shot 50%. Guess what? It's crazy what happens when you sit there and decide, you know what? Maybe I need to take it inside. Maybe I need to go get a layup. Maybe I just need to take the mid-range because my three-pointer is not hitting. And look what you did. You did decent. You're still trash, but you did decent. Even trash can smell good on a decent day with a Glad bag. So you know what? I'm not even mad about that. Then when I'm sitting here looking at Zayden High, I'm not even mad at you, my boy. 4 points. You gave me 6 boards, 3 assists. You know what? I can't ask you to always hold up that high level. It's basketball. It happens. We sit there and we all have days where we're great one day and we're just not there the next day. But you still contributed in other areas, and that's what I like out of you. I like the effort. I like the hustle. You did what I needed you to do in the absence of Caleb Wilson, so I'm not mad at you. I do want Kyan Evans, you went 1-1 from 3. Okay, you did decent. I'll give you that. And then Derek Dixon, 24 minutes, 7 points, bro. 24 minutes, 7 points, 1 board, 1 assist, 2 turnovers. So you might as well have just been doing cardio. You might as well have just been doing cardio and gave flipping Evans your time. Evan Joe minutes. I don't know. I'm just saying. I can't give you 24 minutes on the court and you give me 7 points. At least Stevenson almost gave me a double-double in his 33 minutes, 9.7 boards. I'm cool with that. So you gave me 7, 1, and 1. So no, I am not thrilled by how this game ended. When I went to work out, that's how you know I was comfortable with this game. I went to work out once we started building a lead. At 8 o'clock, we were up 65-54. At 8 o'clock when I started working out. At 9 o'clock, 8:46 to 8:50, when I was finishing my workout, was when I saw we were only up by 5 with 9 seconds to go and Louisville had the ball. That's atrocious. It's bad, bro. So I'm not thrilled about this. We beat a ranked team. That's the good part. And I can't sit there and say Louisville is some scrubs because they're ranked in the top 25. They fought back. They had a big lead. They lost it. They said, you know what? We had a big lead and we lost it. UNC can blow a big lead too. And guess what? We almost did. We almost did. So as much as I want to be positive and as much as I want to be like, we got the win, and yes, we got the win, but there are a lot of issues with this team. But the one positive I could say, if it comes down to a close game, we know how to win the close ones. We know how to scrap and claw, because there are going to be some teams who have never been in this position when we get to the tournament, and we know sometimes those moments get too big and pressure bust pipes and makes diamonds. At least I know more times than not, we can be diamonds. But against the wrong opponent, when free throws matter, yeah. How we could have put the game on ice and not even worried about whether Louisville could have hit a three. And we just decide, you know what? I'm an 83% free throw shooter. Let's just think. Now I got all of Tar Heel Nation about to crap a brick.
Without UNC's best player, I'll take it. Listen,
I will. I will, bro. But still, man,
we take it. Are we happy about it? Not particularly.
Not for our standards.
Because let's speak on it for a second. Let's speak on it again.
Were you doing that roll because of that subpar, that base art subpar thing? I didn't even, that was all off the fly. Like hey, the alliteration.
I may hit that rhyme scheme in a minute. Like, what was on it? But let me just say something. What has been the worst part about North Carolina basketball all this season is free throws. The team itself shot 47% from free throw. 47%.
Was 13 minus 50?
Yeah, man, 47.
God damn, 47.
Like, it wasn't a great shooting day for the team. Like, overall, yeah, field goal percentage, you shot over 50%. Cool, wonderful, love that. Except for the fact that you shot 36% from 3-point and 47% from free throw.
If Louisville shoots the same percentage as us, they win this game from the field. If they shoot the same percentage from the field as us, they win this game.
Oh, yeah, because they shot 73% from free throw line.
That's what I'm saying. We both went 36% from three. So if they shoot 54% from the field on the same shots they got up, they win. Easy.
And the only reason why they didn't is because Brown Jr.
Up threes.
Yeah, they're starting. He shot 14 3-pointers. Conwell shot 11. Nobody, like, the next highest amount after that was McNeely, who shot 5. So
I'm glad they players there not trying to force him to be a shooter. You gotta let him in that environment. Let him go and do it. He's best going downhill and getting into the paint and mid range. You gotta let him go downhill.
Because at the end of the day, Trimble is the head of this team. He's the leader of this squad. Period. You can't say it's Vassar. You can't say, like, as good as Caleb Wilson is, you can't say it's Caleb Wilson either. Trimble, when he is on the court, is the leader of this team.
I say it's Wilson when Wilson knows it's time. Wilson's the takeover. Wilson's the closer. Like, when you need him to go, when you like, hey, yo, we need a bucket, just go get it.
Wilson's that guy.
Wilson's the guy you put the ball in the hand.
You know, tell if Trimble isn't already setting the bar high, like, effort-wise for the rest of the team. The rest of the team doesn't. We'd look bad. Because against NC State, Trimble looked bad.
Yeah.
First half against Syracuse, he looked bad.
Mm-hmm.
On that second half, when the second half came around, the rest of the team woke up. So it's like, because on top of that, he's also one of the best defensive players that we have. Yeah. If not the best defensive player we have. And let me speak on that too.
Oh man, oh man, oh man.
See ball, get ball.
Hold up, hold up, hold up. You see this? You see it? Y'all all
See
see
ball,
it?
get ball. I see spot. See spot run. Spot see ball. Spot chase ball. There was
Just
too many times in that
secure.
first half. There was way too many times in that first half where, sure, you got guys coming off the screens, but there's nobody moving up to stop the shot coming off of the screen.
Nope.
Why are we just watching the guy who's supposed, like, why are we watching the guy getting screened have to come out from up under the screen or chase over top of it? And there's nobody to slow the ball down.
Because they don't hedge. They don't hedge hard because here's the thing. The way it's supposed to work, anytime that screen happens, anytime you see, especially if it's a good screen, not that honestly that weak, like, oh, I'm just kind of in the way screen. Like, I hate screens like that are kind of just weak. I've always been taught if you're setting a screen, you make sure you are getting contact on that person and like making sure that you set it so they can come off. Once they come off,
If you let Wilson and Trimble play their game, UNC's hard to beat, but Davis loves shooters. I don't. I mean, that's true, though.
That's true. My thing is this. You don't even have the right people on the team who are the shooters shooting the ball.
Like the actual shooters you have aren't good shooters.
Not even that. You don't have the right shooters on the floor.
True.
You have Bogovac out there to shoot threes, and he has not been doing that all year.
Not been good at it all year. Like,
but
check this out. When your big men are better 3-point shooters than the 3-point shooter,
I'm saying, like, what are we doing? Like Trimble's not, like I said, Trimble, he's not a 3-point shooter. And that's fine. He's a slashing, attacking guard, which works perfectly when you set the right pick and roll with him. And you sit there, you can let him come off that pick, come off that roll, hard screen, double screen, whatever you want to do. If you want to do two of them, let him get that angle on somebody and go downhill and force them into a compromising position. Then you can have a guy like, crazy enough, Vasar is a better 3-point shooter than Bogovac. You can have Caleb Wilson crashing down and Vasar staying out. Now you're in a compromising position. Who do you deal with? Do you deal with Trimble getting you on a tough bucket, the lob to Caleb Wilson, or Zayden High, and then you got Vasar who can knock down the 3-point shooter, or you can always switch it because Vasar can come downhill and then step out. It's things like that. And on the defensive end, when you were talking about the hedge, I just hate it because I've always been taught defensively, if you see your man, if you see your teammate get hit hard with a screen, you got to come up and protect him, even if it's for a split second. Because at the end of the day, if you come up and protect him, yeah, that might put us in a compromise for the pick and roll. That's where help defense is supposed to happen on the back end. But then also, if you step and hedge, you can force that defender, that ball handler, to do something that you want him to do. So it's like, if you can force the ball handler to come off, he's like, oh, I got a big on me. Hold up, I want to take my three because he's coming to close out. And you like fake it or you hedge it hard and then drop back. Now he's picked the ball up. Now your teammate can get back to him and you can still cover that rolling man to the basket and things of that nature.
So here's the problem. So here's the problem that I saw. In those moments where there was supposed to be, he said, man, UNC should hire you. You can do as good a job as Davis.
I'm
So
I'm
here's the
just
problem.
saying, bro.
Here's the problem that I had. Here's the problem that I had. So on those situations where there was supposed to be a hard hedge, if you see
Yeah.
your guy coming up, because normally how I call it, if you see your guy coming up to set a screen, you need to be on the other side of that screen ready to go.
Have
You need to be prepared, ready to come up. Sure, they were hedging, if that's what they want to call it.
Not hard enough.
But you had
Not good enough.
guys, if that, like I said, if that's what they want to call it, what they had was you'd have guys setting screens, their defenders back here. Nobody's stepping up. Nobody's ready to get in the way of the man of the guy with the ball. And even worse, when you have guys like Brown, who is known to be pulling up 26, 25-foot three-pointers, especially when you give him space to shoot it, why is nobody already up there to defend that three?
It's dumb, and it's not listening to the scouting report, because that alignment that you just talked about, right?
Mhm.
That alignment works if you're doing that against Trimble, because Trimble doesn't shoot threes that well like that.
Pull up a three on the regular.
Yes, if I'm that defender, of course I'm gonna sag off, because I know, all right, he's not gonna pull that three 9 times out of 10. Shoot, I'll even use myself for example. If I get a screen and I see you, and like 9 times out of 10, I would tell somebody probably to sag off of me first, but not too much, because 9 times out of 10, I'm going to go to the mid-range first. Now, if you leave it wide open, yeah, I'm confident enough to like, okay, I'm gonna take a wide open three. But you have to know the personnel. And when you have a guy like Brown, like you said, known shooter, scouting report, you know what that means? Everybody, when he gets the ball off that screen, you have to stay up first. You cannot just drop off. And I would live with him getting a 2 rather than him taking a 3.
Especially if his original defender is having to go under the screen, he's immediately going to shoot that. Him and Conwell Jr. were both immediately shooting those. So the problem is, because there was one specific moment I saw Zayden High do it. Dude comes off the screen, defender's coming under. You see Zayden step like he's going to go, and then just backs out worrying about the guy behind him. There's 2 under the defenders behind you, bro. Step up. Dude's at top of the key by himself. Step up. Then the other thing with Trimble's game, right? We already know, just like we said, Trimble's not a three-point shooter. Trimble is an attacking slashing guard, and I love him for it. I love attacking slashing guards. His game fits perfectly, is a perfect complement to Stevenson, Vassar, and Wilson, and High. Perfect complement for those 4 guys specifically. Because with him attacking, it pulls people off. Because there was a couple of times, especially in the second half, with those, I think it was the 2 or 3 back-to-back that Stevenson dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Comes off, high pick and roll, Vassar comes off, he's by himself, Trimble attacks just a little bit on both of those, pops it back out to Stevenson's wide open for both of those threes. Easy knockdowns.
Because you have to respect him.
Because you have to respect the man attacking you. Man's already dropped 30 on you. Because
the other thing that Trimble's skill set of attacking downhill does, it puts people in compromising positions and causes them to cause fouls. That's the reason why we got Cam Boozer in foul trouble when we played Duke. It's because we were attacking downhill. And when Cam Boozer came back in the game, for some reason, we did not go back to it. And I'm like, attack him. He's sitting in the paint. Attack that man. And yeah, that was all on Davis. Because the moment he came in, we ain't taking a 3. We are going at this man until I want him out of this game. I'm going to get him out of this game. Force it. We're going downhill and attacking him, because they're going to try to hide him. Especially when a team's best player is their big man. You have a guard like Trimble who can attack downhill, especially having athletic players like Wilson and Zayden High too, who can always be that lob threat or that drop off. You attack that big man, get the big man in foul trouble. Now they got to pull him out. Now they got to play small ball, and if they ain't comfortable with that, we win it.
Because Wilson by himself is a major mismatch especially for really anybody within the 3-point range.
Within 3-point range, unless you got a star like a Cam Boozer or somebody else who can go, or AJ DeBonsa or somebody like that who can really go toe for toe with him. Caleb Wilson is a mismatch for a lot of players because he has the handles, he has the handles somewhat, but he has the comfortability to take the mid-range shot, to get the ball in the post, get to his spot. And the moment you try to double him, he has the vision to see where the double's coming from and find the open man.
Check this out. So you know what a major difference between the last 2 games in that North Carolina State game is? You know what the biggest difference is?
I mean, aside from Caleb Wilson not playing?
But even without Caleb Wilson playing, you know what the biggest difference is in both of those in all 3 of those games?
Effort.
That's another thing. There's a major point disparity between that NC State game and the Syracuse and Louisville games. It's points in the paint. North Carolina State, we scored 28 points in the paint against NC State. Against the last 2 opponents that we've had the last 2 weeks, we have scored 82 points in the paint against between Syracuse and Louisville. 40 points against Louisville, 42 against Syracuse. When we are actually attacking the paint and actually trying to score baskets in the paint, we tend to win these games. Get out of here.
Hey, that's what happens, bro. Like, I'm just saying, when we attack the paint, we do well. We have to stop trying to beat other teams. And I get currently in this day and age of basketball, everybody wants to be a 3-point shooting team. Everybody wants to be that team that like can knock lights out, and you have to have shooters. You do. But when your team isn't composed or built, or their strength isn't to be shooters, stop trying to force them to be a team whose strength is shooting.
Because if we're being real about it,
Wilson and Trimble need to get the ball on them. Yes, especially that's the other thing. If we, I'm gonna be honest with you. If we got, I want to say we got another guard too that I was looking at. If we got Trimble off ball and was setting back screen action for Trimble to come off, like let's say, for example, right? You got one guard bringing the ball up. Trimble's in the corner. Then you got Wilson comes, sets a screen over the top. Trimble comes off, curls it tight, like he's going to the mid-range, right? He curls it tight, cuts off. He now has that mid-range elbow jumper. If they both jump, if the big man now who sees Trimble is like, oh, I got to go contest it, Trimble immediately can dish it to Caleb Wilson rolling on that backside, or just toss that lob from the short corner. He's catching a body and one. And you can do the same thing with Caleb Wilson, having Vassar set a down screen for him. He curls off of it from that corner going into the paint.
The funny thing is, they set that up for Stevenson all the time. The only difference is he's just not rolling to the paint, but they have him screened up rolling off of that, off 3-point line.
But even a lot of people, they go up to the 3. But it's like if you curl that tight and go to the mid range, especially for a guard like Trimble, who is an attacking guard, tack downhill, you're going right into your pocket. It's comfortable because I do it. You're going right into the pocket, right? You're already at the mid-range. You're at a comfortable spot that you can pull up from, but you can also go attack, get that contact, get the and one. And you can force the defense in a compromising position, because now if they see you, the other side, if he decides to cheat because he knows you're coming mid-range, your man is literally looking you dead in the face. Now he's just sitting on the 3-point wing. Boom, you kick it back out to him. He's already in comfort, in position, ready to pull the 3, and that can actually be a legit good shot.
It can be so beautiful. The unfortunate piece about that is, though, that's what teams have been doing to us to get 3 points.
Exactly.
Been doing it to us all season.
Exactly. Because when you know your personnel, you can make that work.
That's the thing. I don't think Davis knows.
Davis, we've been saying that all year. You two said it, Sloth said it, we've said it. Davis does not use his personnel to their full strengths. That's the issue with him. That is legitimately the issue. Davis does not use this roster to its full strength and use the personnel the way it needs to be utilized.
It's like he doesn't set up his team to succeed. He doesn't set up his players to succeed. Like, you're not setting them up for the right situations. But when you let them play, you just let them play their game, it works out so much better. You have games where you see people like players like Trimble drop 30. You have games where you see Vassar putting up 19. Zayden High.
You can have a Caleb Williams go give you a 23, 25 piece game easily.
Without you just let him without him feeling like he's exhausted and having to work the whole time for it. So like it's just like it's like the adjustment just isn't there. It's like the willing to adjust to your players just isn't there. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. You've been here for 5 years. You should have figured it out by now that you have to adjust to what you got. Luckily enough, you have a good enough team that can adjust on their own to make it work. And you have a good enough point guard that's able to set a tone for the rest of the team and get them all on one page. If you didn't have that, if you had, and unfortunately, like I'm not even gonna say, if you just had Evans or Derek Dixon running your offense, you'd be in a bad situation.
Hey, he would be. But you know what? I can say this. He may not know how to utilize all his personnel, but thanks to this injury, he's learned how to utilize Zayden High.
Shoot. And look, and we'll talk about it because listen, against Q, he's like now point wise, he had that one really good game against NC State, and it's kind of trickled off a little bit since then. But his production has been in other areas of the court that we definitely needed.
Everywhere. It's been everywhere because the man, one thing I do like the fact is he hasn't put up no less.
I think Wilson is seriously frustrated but doesn't want to admit it. Probably.
Potentially. But here's the thing. Even if he is, that comes with being the star of a team. And sometimes you're going to get frustrated and you're going to have situations where coaching might not be utilized, but you just got to make it work. I'm not saying it excuses it. I'm just saying it comes with it.
Especially when you're on a team that you felt like you had to carry for most of the season. Like hopefully now they're starting to see that, oh, okay, we can one, definitely win if we need to without him. And two, now we're starting to figure out, oh, we actually do have the pieces here. And I'm hoping Davis has figured this out, that you actually have the pieces there. But it just comes down to whether you want to make the actual coaching decisions. Because it's like, cause check this out. Because like Zayden High, the last 3 games, against Syracuse, put up 9 points, 50% from the field, 100% from 3-point, 4 from 6 from free throw, 11 rebounds and 1 steal. Against Louisville, he only put up 4, but he put up 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and a block. North Carolina State, 13 points, 5 of 8 from free throw, 10 rebounds, an assist, and 2 blocks. Though he's coming off the bench, I think the only game that he actually started in was
the state game. He needs to be starting.
Even if he's not, he needs. I still say he still needs more. He still needs more minutes.
I need him starting. And this is me giving too much credit, or too much.
He needs to be 6 man.
Too much thought process in the sense of like, oh, maybe Davis is saving the Zayden High starting rotation for March Madness. The reason why I don't want to believe that is because, or I don't believe it.
I'm not going to believe it.
Genuinely speaking, that would be the worst time to start a new starting rotation.
Yeah, no, it's terrible to try a new rotation.
especially not knowing how it works. So in my mind, I'm like, if you're gonna do that, do it now, or at least I'll even say this: do it for the ACC tournament. You can, because let's keep it as real as it is. We can get bounced out the ACC tournament as long as we finish this regular season strong. We're getting into March Madness.
Yeah, because right now they got us. We're still at 60 right now.
Yeah, we're not gonna
seed if we won, but I think somebody else won it.
We're not gonna get, as long as we finish strong, and it don't matter what happened to us in the ACC tournament, whether we win it or lose it, we're gonna be in March Madness. Where we seed will change, but we're gonna be in. But if I was going to pull a random, let's just see if this starting lineup works, it would be in the ACC tournament if you're not going to do it in the regular season.
Well, and here's my question for you with that. If that happens, because Bogovac is not normally starting, and we'll say Caleb Wilson is back by then, who are you replacing to start Zayden High for?
Who am I replacing to start Zayden High?
Yeah, like who? The only person I can think of taking out of the rotation would be Dixon. Would be the only person I can think of taking out of the starting lineup.
Zayden High's there. I would have. So let's see. I have Seth Trimble. I'd have Trimble, Wilson, Vasar, Zayden High. What Dixon play?
He's guard. He's two guard.
Oh yeah, then Dixon. That's my 5.
So you're taking Stevenson out of the starting lineup?
Probably. I might try.
Because for me, I would say the best plan for High right now, even with the potential of possibly starting in this ACC tournament right now, is giving him 6-man minutes.
Now, I'm not agreeing. We both agree he deserves minimum 6-man minutes. I'm saying I want to see how the start does. How does, because I feel like we're gonna be forced into a situation where he gets 6-man minutes. But how does the flow work if it's Dixon, Trimble, Vasar, Caleb Wilson, and Zayden High on the court? How does that work? Like, how does that look? Because
I would say start him against Clemson. Start him the Clemson game. Take Bogovac out the starting lineup. Put him in for the Clemson game. Keep him in the lineup when Caleb comes back. For I say first game of the tournament. Like take Dixon out or Stevenson. See, I'd probably keep Stevenson in. I'd probably take Dixon out.
Because the good part is you're not losing any height or anything if you put Zayden High in the game. The only thing you're doing, I will say, the only thing I would say is Stevenson's a better 3-point shooter. Stevenson's a way better 3-point shooter than Zayden High. Zayden High lives close.
What I would do, I would take Dixon out, put Dixon at 6-man. Starting lineup would be Trimble, Stevenson, Wilson, High, Vasar.
So 1 guard, 3 forwards, and a center.
Essentially. Because Stevenson can play high. He doesn't always have to be on the block. He can play a 2-guard if needed to. Because he plays more 3. He plays more 3 anyway, as of right now.
I can see that.
He plays more of a 3 guy. He plays more of a 3 small forward game anyway.
He does, and I can see that. I'm just looking at it from the standpoint of if I got Dixon in the game, I got Trimble in the game, I got 2 legitimate guards who both can handle the ball decently. I know Vasar and Zayden High love to hang around the rim more than Vasar. So that's 2 bodies I know I got definitely at the boards, and then I got all around Caleb Wilson. So I know what I'm getting out of him. And then in the event, I can go 3 out, 2 on the block, and I can make it work. Because think about it. If I'm bringing up the ball, let's say I'm bringing up the ball with Dixon, right? I bring up the ball with Dixon. Mm-hmm. I have Vasar and Caleb Wilson on a wing and a block. And I got Trimble and High on another wing and a block. I can swing it to either side. Now they got pick and roll action that can work for those 2, or pick and roll action that can work for those two, and it works because they can all attack the rim and get there, or pick and pop, primarily Vasar, Wilson, Dixon, and Trimble. But because High, even statistically right now, he's shooting 11% from three, so I'm not expecting him to shoot threes.
Well, yeah, I think at max he shoots 2, maybe 3 threes a game. If anything.
But they're like wide open, or maybe desperation.
Yeah, so they're like wide open. They're wide open. He can definitely take that as a wide open shot kind of situation. He doesn't just take them if somebody's out there, which I full on am proud of.
So,
but because like I said, and the only reason why I was saying I was taking Dixon out is mainly just because,
or run a 1-4 high, it'd be beautiful.
Could, but no, that was the reason why I was taking Dixon out, because Stevenson or Wilson can bring the ball up the court. Because now you have a full lineup of people who can attack the rim.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, taking Dixon off the court removes a shooter, but in these situations, early on in the game or in crunch time, I want you to be able to control the rim.
I want you to be able to control the rim, but I also want to be able to have my shooter in rhythm. Because sometimes the worst thing that you can have is a shooter who hasn't gotten a touch for a good amount of time, and then you ask him to come out and shoot it, unless he's J.R. Smith off the Henny, contested every time. Because J.R. could just come off of it like that. You give J.R. Smith a wide open three, can never hit. Give that man a contested three that makes no sense. Cash for no reason. No reason. So I can see that though. I can see that though.
Because the other thing is, like, right now, Dixon's only really averaging like 5 points a game and less than 40% from the field. So me taking him off the court isn't really hurting me that much.
I will say I'll agree with you due to the fact that
I can get Wilson, Stevenson, and Vasar in rhythm to shoot threes if necessary.
Let's see, because even like Dixon's recent game log, and this is going from Louisville back: 7 points, 7 points, 5 points, 3 points, 2 points, 8 points, 8 points, 5 points. This man has not had a double-digit game since we played Virginia back at the end of January. And here's the bad part. He had 3 straight games of double digits: Virginia, Notre Dame, Cal. Then 0, 4, 3, 0, 2, 3, 7, 3. Didn't have another double-digit game until Georgetown at the beginning of December. And that's it. He's only had 4 games this year where he's put up double-digit points. So looking at that, and then
so I said Dixon is the next Kendall Marshall.
Oh God. You know what?
That's
okay. I will concede my argument to see why you put in Stevenson, because even like just points wise, and I know basketball is more than just points, but in terms of production on the court, it's like 9, 7, 13, 9, 7, 13, 19, 13, 5, 7, 7, 17, 8, 0, 7, 4, 16, 4, 6, 6, 6, 4, 3, 4. So he seems to at least put up more production than Dixon does.
He's been a more productive piece overall than Dixon has been.
So I can concede my argument and see why you got there.
But yeah, and like I said, I understand your argument of wanting to have your shooter in rhythm, but like at the end of the day, like he's still not even that big of a shooter.
That man said, I understand you want him in rhythm. Here's the bad part. He's not in rhythm.
Ever.
He's not in rhythm.
Man hasn't been in rhythm in over a month. And I hate to say it, but like
he's like, I ain't trying to be rude. Like, I ain't trying to be that guy. However,
because I'm not saying he don't do his part for when we need him to do his part, but it's like when the guy that don't shoot threes is shooting threes better than you. Just saying. When guys that ain't supposed to be shooting threes are shooting threes better than you. Just saying.
One guy who's been in rhythm all season though, who just gave us a 30 ball though.
Let's talk about it.
Who just gave us a 30 ball though?
You talk about
Listen. Trimble is showing y'all. This man knows how to make a statement. This man knows how to ball. This man does what he does. Because truth be told, and this is coincides with what you said. When Trimble's on, we tend to do well. Looking at it now, 30. These are some of his high games of his recent. 30 points, 13, 9, 16, 18, 16, and then let's see, 12, 13, 10, 22, 20, 12, 17, and 17 to 12. Any game right now, record-wise, for Trimble, when he scores over 10 points, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, what's that? Yep. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and we are 12 and 3.
And check this out.
We are 12 and 3 when he scores over 10 points.
Also, the third leading season. Y'all think Wilson's coming back? Yeah, I do.
It depends. I say it depends on where his draft stock is after the tournament. If he is top 5, if they say he's guaranteed top 5, I don't think he comes back. If he's only lottery, like if he's top 10, he'll come back to prove a point.
Like you really think he's gonna miss March Madness?
No, I'm thinking whatever happens after the tournament, like where his stock is after the tournament, will determine if he comes back or
for
not.
Next season.
Yeah.
I thought you talking.
Is he talking about for March Madness?
You talking about for this season?
Cobb, are you talking about is he coming back for next year or is he coming back for March Madness? Put that in the comment section right now.
Because I took it as him asking about this season.
Oh, he come back. I got it on the docket. What you mean? What you mean?
I figured he was coming back anyway.
Yeah, what you mean?
So yes, he's coming back
this season. He's coming back.
It's already been confirmed.
Yeah, that's confirmed, and we're gonna talk about that because I got it on the docket
for next season. I can agree with my co-host on. It depends on where his draft stock is. If he's going to be one of those one and done kind of guys, I don't think he's going to be. I think he's going to at least do one more, but that's just me. I don't know.
I genuinely think it is going to depend on where his draft stock is, and it also may depend on the talent that's coming in, because I have seen some guys who are like, oh, I'll stay an extra year because we get so-and-so coming in too, and I really want to win a national championship. But if his draft stock is top 3, like guaranteed, hey, yo, you're going in the first 3 picks of the NBA draft, it's just depending on what team ends up getting that pick. Let's call it for what it is, y'all. You ain't getting no better. You ain't getting no better than that arena.
How's getting confidence and depth is going to be crazy.
It is. The only thing
take long enough.
Here's the thing. He's getting confidence and the depth would be crazy. The bad part is having a coach who knows how to utilize the depth, because God almighty, push this man in the right direction. Please push this man in the right direction, know how to use depth, because depth is a double-edged sword. You can have it and not know how to use it.
Because like the talk about Zayden High is they came in, they saw him during practice in September. He looked great. Everybody was excited to see what he looked like. Comes out early in the season, looks like man ain't played basketball in 30 years. So sure, the thought of, okay, let's knock his time down. Let's not put this guy who's clearly not ready to be here on the court. It's understandable. But the problem is, I think if you would have gave him more minutes earlier in the season, there's some games that we would have won that we should have. There's some games that we lost that we should have won, that we probably would have won had you gave him more time earlier in the season. I think we would have won that Cal game
Yeah.
had Zayden High played more minutes, especially the Cal game. Actually, I think both of those games in California, we probably could have won if you put Zayden High in earlier, because you got a guy that is willing to go rebound. He's proven that. He's proven that he has no problem, even if he only scores 4 to 6 points or have no points at all. He's gonna get rebounds.
But you need a guy like that. And the thing about it is
having, and you weren't putting him in until now.
Zayden High showcasing that, even though he's not thinking about it right now. Zayden High showcasing that effort and that drive just to do that for a team helps him in his draft stock in the future when he does decide if he wants to go to the NBA. Because now teams know, hey, yo, I got a guy who, even if he's off offensively, one thing I know about him, he's going to go get us a rebound.
He's going to
get us the board. He's going to put us at a chance to where
Wilson wouldn't be hurt if I had more time. That's another thing. If I had more time, because at the end of the day, because we've talked about it,
that's the depth problem.
Over and over.
If Davis had played High more, we wouldn't be in it. But yeah, he is right. High had more time, we wouldn't be in this position. But then there's also a double-edged sword. He still may have gotten hurt. It's very possible. Let's be real.
It's not erasing the possibility, but we've talked about this over and over and over and over and over again. When you have to put so much pressure and so much reliability on one player all the time, like we've had to do with Caleb Wilson, it removes, like, sure, the broken hand thing is one of, I think that's one of those freak things. They got hit wrong, ball hit it. That could have happened at any point in time during the season. But it's like, when you put in the effort of making sure you have a better rotation to help this guy rest, but you know it's meaningful, restful minutes, it could have steered something in a better direction than what we got.
It could have. And then, and like I said, you're right, and it could have. But then also, what could have happened very next game, right on tip off. Hey, what up, Jackson? Ain't seen you. Oh, nice logo. Nice logo, Jackson. I like it. Where'd you get that? I'm jealous. Where'd you get that one? But I'm saying, let's say Wilson, very next game, he comes out, right? Tip off, right at the tip off, just jump. Boom. Hand just breaks. Yeah, what we gonna say? What we gonna say then? It's like, oh, had he not jumped the tip off, had he just stayed in the bubble wrap, had he just stayed in the bubble wrap back in the tunnel and not done the tip off, had he been on the wing, oh.
I mean, we definitely could have did that. So thanks, guys. Sorry I've been missing the shows. I've been behind the scenes. Hey, it is what it is, bro.
We figured. I'm just saying, bro. Like, it could have been. It could have been. But I agree. But speaking of Caleb Wilson, I got some news for y'all. And it has been confirmed. Caleb Wilson is coming back. Caleb Wilson has been set and confirmed, according to Davey O'Brien of ESPN. Caleb Wilson aims to come back for the game of games. He is coming back, expected to come back March 7th versus Duke at Cameron Indoor. Hey, if there's a game to come back, if there's a game I would love for him to come back and ball out, that's the game I want. If there's a game I want that man back, it is that game. If there's a game I want that man to prove a point, it is that game. And I'm thrilled about it. I'm happy he's coming back. man, I'm just excited because that's Cameron Indoor. I think he probably had that attitude of just like, I'm not missing that game. And Cameron Indoor on
Had to
the,
be.
I'm not missing that game. We not missing that one. And that's the game I wouldn't want to miss either if I was him.
To tell your friends, your family, and the cashiers at Kroger about the magic hiring the Joel Bring all night here Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. All right, here, North Carolina voiceover. Voice college football.
You tell him,
Appreciate
Jackson.
You tell him, Jackson.
You tell him. Please, y'all.
Oh, actually,
Kroger, Meyer, if y'all still shopping.
Well, if he returns next season too, right?
Oh, listen, if he returns next season, Carolina's minimum top 10 preseason, a preseason team.
That's
please
right.
do. Please do. 1,000 subs would help us a lot, bro. Like,
listen, man.
I know and look, that's not to say the 274 of y'all and the 174 of y'all who have joined us over the course of this year that we've been doing this pod, because this channel was at 100 when we started?
Yeah, it really has. Like,
it was at 100. And the fact that y'all, 174 of y'all have joined us over the course of the year, we are thankful. And let's just continue on this road to 1,000, bro. I know when I was able to do it on my personal channel, it felt amazing to get there. Man. And I know even for my co-host, like getting to that 100-mile marker, get him there too.
My personal channel, I'm just trying to get to 100.
Listen, that's all I was at. That's how you heard me. That's how I was.
It's getting closer,
bro. It is in just a couple of months. That's the crazy part. We've been doing this for almost a year, dog.
It doesn't even feel like a year.
It don't.
We don't feel like we've been that long.
The fact that
once again, we appreciate y'all so much for sticking around with us for the last year. It has been.
Y'all have dealt with two goofballs, and for some reason, y'all come back.
Two idiots that don't know none of what we talk about. But y'all stuck by us the whole time.
Y'all come back and join us each and every week, which is crazy.
Hubert Davis needed to adjust his staff and someone to trust them to do substitutions. How about adjusting the staff to remove?
Hey, how about putting me on? Can we start a petition? I willingly want to start a petition.
Bring Roy back as advisor.
I mean that
he ain't got to be in the building all week.
I'm gonna be truthful. I'm gonna be truthful. I was gonna be selfish as tribute. I was gonna be selfish and volunteer as tribute.
I mean.
Hey, I was gonna volunteer myself as tribute, bro.
3, my lord.
Hey, 3. Pin number 3, my lord. Listen, the heat that comes with it is either good or bad, but I can put it on my resume. Yep, I was the coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels.
Appreciate you, Kyle. We love you being here, man.
We love it here. But bro, I'm thrilled. And I'm excited, and I'm happy to see that. And also, I know we talked about the men's. I know we've been talking about our men's. But please, let's give a huge shout. I ain't gonna lie, that took me aback. Hey, that took me aback, man. I was not anticipating that, but please give a warm praise and happy, bro. Our ladies have been balling this year, bro.
They have been balling. So recently saw the game against Pitt. Hey, knock Pitt out the water.
Hey,
best part about it was, did you know that game was mostly sophomores and freshmen?
Oh,
so mostly the sophomores and freshmen carried that game. The only senior that played more than 20 minutes outside of Nyla Brooks was Sierra Toomey.
Hey, so that means the youngest. Get boards. I love it.
I still love the curly sound.
Hey, I love it.
It says Nyla Harris only played like 2 minutes. So Nyla Brooks played 28 and Toomey played 20. So, Nyla Brooks is basically led the way. 18 points, 6 of 5 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3-point, 3 for 3 from free throw, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals.
The fact that we got two Nylas on the team is crazy.
Two of the sophomores
and they
stood
both
out. Because one of them we haven't really seen since beginning of the season because, she ended up getting hurt. First, let's give a big shout out to Ms. Layla Hull coming back and showing out in the best way. 17 points, 50% from the field, 50% from 3-point, 5 of 10 from 3-point, 4 assistant.
Cash out. I gotta get some of those sound effects on the badminton. Oh, listen. Get your sound effects, and then you can either play them or hold up. I ain't trying to mess up my thing. Hey, man, get your little soundboard. This soundboard helps a lot.
It does. It helps a whole lot.
Get your little soundboard. You be straight. Now I'm gonna have to readjust this later. I'm gonna be mad. Like
Oh,
what? Don't you Obi-Wan me?
Hello there.
Well, hello there. Don't you Obi-Wan me, sir?
So Layla Hull knocking it out. Then another name that I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna pronounce this right, but Elena Arnesalo, another sophomore. Listen, like she's from Finland. I just don't know. Listen.
That man's response. She's from Finland.
She's from Finland. I don't want to pronounce her name wrong. I think it's Elena Arnesalo. She also went off 11 points, 4 from 9 from field goal, 2 from 5 from 3-point, 1 from 2 a free throw, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal.
That's probably the funniest response you could ever get. He said, listen, she from Finland. No disrespect.
No disrespect, but I don't know.
Elena Arnesalo.
Arnesalo.
Yeah.
It's the double A thing that's getting me.
Man, it's probably just Arnesalo. I know it's probably pronounced Elena.
Elina.
Yeah. Just the way, at least the reason why I say that is just like living in Europe, that's how I would anticipate they would say it. Because it sounds like Elena. It looks like Elena, but I would pronounce them saying Elena. I would expect that, but I could be wrong. And she could be like, no, your co-host said it right the first time. You're wrong, Myron. Get out of here. And I'd be like, you know what, ma'am, you got it. I apologize.
Speaking of women basketball, got Ivory Lotta to coach the men. Get Ivory Lotta to coach the men.
Shoot. Listen. Is he wrong though?
No.
Like I heard not one lie, just hold.
But some shout outs first. Shout out to Lita Astahova, Blanca Thomas, Tayshia Quiros, Talia Henderson, Jordan Zubich, Sydney Barker. Who else is in there? Lainey Grant. All them sophomores on the squad. Shout out to all of you.
Listen, Lainey always be balling, bro. Lainey always be balling out.
Went and balled out. I mean, yeah, she went 9 points, 3 of 10 from the field, 3 of 9 from 3.
Lainey been one of the stars all season.
So yeah, like shout out to all the sophomores and the freshmen that played this week.
You know what I want to see? And I feel like we ain't seen it in a minute. I could be wrong.
Why you ain't see there?
I would love to see both the men and women make it to the Final Four. I feel like we ain't seen that for the Tar Heels in a minute.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Like, I'm not saying they gotta win. I'm not saying they gotta win, but I would love to see an appearance by both our men and women's teams making a Final Four run. Oh, snap. I forgot Ivory Lotta was from McConnell, South Carolina.
Okay, Ivory.
I totally forgot about that. don't know. That's on me. I blanked out on that piece of information.
I'll tell you one thing: the internet messed up.
Why?
They allowed me to find the soundboard.
Are you on like a website right now? Yeah, you on a website somewhere. What'd you get? How? Are you on YouTube?
Nope.
What is there like a? Did you just Google soundboard?
I mean, yeah,
Jesus Christ!
but I'm not on a separate website. If that's what your question is.
This man found. Hold up. Did you? Knowing you probably Googled soundboard emulator.
Not at all. Sure didn't.
Now I'm concerned, but I'm gonna let you have your magic for right now. I'm gonna let you have your magic for right now, but I'm definitely gonna get to the bottom of this. It's SpongeBob said, "Wouldn't that be the top?"
Maybe.
But another lady I do want to highlight, man, and as a baseball fan, I gotta shout this out. I love good baseball and softball stats. But shout out to Miss Emily Leggett, or Leggett, because I've been getting grilled by some people because of that pronunciation for a certain receiver on my football team who has pronounced his name both ways, Leggett and Leggett. But it don't matter. Emily Leggett named the ACC Softball Player of the Week this week, man. Listen, the junior infield from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, who actually transferred in from Virginia Tech, put on a show this weekend versus North Carolina Central because she went 11-18 batting, including going perfect 3 for 3 in their doubleheader versus North Carolina Central. Oh, this is back on 19th. Either way, yeah, this is this past week. And she went 11-18, which is batting .611. That's crazy. And then, not only that, she recorded, in this time frame, 14 RBIs, 9 runs, 3 doubles, registered 5 home runs, including a grand slam, and a walk-off 2-run home run versus Appalachian State. Posted a 1.611 slugging percentage, and defensively has 1,000 fielded percentage, meaning she's never committed an error. Hey, Emily, ball out. Oh my, I love the field. I love the field. Ball out. Because what killed me, the 14 ribbies, 9 runs, 3 doubles, with 5 home runs, a grand slam is one of them, and the other one's a walk-off 2-run shot. She went 11 of 18, bro. 11 of 18.
Hitting.
If she gets one more hit, she's batting 667 for a weekend or for a week. And then you got an over 1,000 slugging percentage with 1,000 defensive fielding percentage, bro. Hot start to the season. Say what you want. And right now, last I saw, the ladies are 6-1-1, or no, the ladies are still doing pretty good. I think they're 6-1 on the season. I have to check their record again, but I just wanted to give Emily Leggett shout out to her, man. She balling out.
And an unfortunate news, well, slightly unfortunate news. The men's baseball team ended the series with Eastern Carolina in a tie.
Boo!
So like they won one, lost the second one, and had to end the third one in a tie due to weather.
The men. That's what I saw. The men are 6-1-1 because of that tie. The men are 6-1-1
because of the tie. Which I hate it. I hate that for
them. I'm mad that usually what'll happen is they just reschedule the game to be made up at a later date. That's usually what I've seen. Like they'll reschedule the game at a later date. But
so the game ended in the 5th.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Retired former UNC quarterback Marquise Williams.
Oh,
Ugh.
What position?
Special teams.
Mm.
Remember the guy I told you in Atlanta that needed to go because the special teams was awful? Like nothing against. Like I hope it goes better for him in Oakland. Because here's the thing. So here's the wild thing, right?
We done open Pandora's box. Here
No,
we go.
not at all. So check this out. So here's the crazy thing. So up until this past year, like this past season, special teams wasn't that big of an issue outside of the field goal kicking. Everything else was pretty solid. So, like, I can't say Marquise was that bad overall. Yeah,
special teams. That's like what that face tells me. Special teams.
The problem was over the last 3 seasons, the special teams has progressively gotten worse. It started with Younghoe Koo being a terrible field goal kicker.
Younghoe Koo wasn't just terrible. That man kicked dirt.
That man did kick dirt.
I ain't never seen a field goal.
That man kicked dirt. That man kicked dirt and then blamed the ball movement.
I ain't never seen a field goal kicker kick straight into the ground. Not even touch, but like literally just kick the ground. Like, when I saw that, I was like, that is new. I ain't never seen that.
He's like, oh, the ball moved last minute. No, it didn't. That ball
no, sir. You have just failed as a kicker. Like, that's worse than the Cody Parkey double doink to me. Because at least Cody Parkey got it off, and it was just unfortunate bounces. Sir, you kicked the field. Not even the ball.
Yeah. And so looking over at bracketology real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And we are still the 6th seed, but right now it has us either facing TCU or New Mexico. Because we're still in the Tampa region and all that still. So we're staying in the same area. Same division. Oh, actually, hold on. We're in the Midwest now. Weren't we in the West earlier? Or the South?
Something like that.
Yeah, because we're not in the same division with Duke anymore. Because Duke's done moved too. Duke is now in the DC bracket now.
Last time they were in that bracket was in whatchamacallit in 2019 when they had Zion.
They stayed. We moved. So we moved out of the East bracket to the Midwest bracket now. There we go.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
But we're still in Tampa, so I don't know. So it's weird.
It's weird.
And
then beard's weird.
Let's see.
How many said?
North Carolina. So North Carolina is still in Region 3 with Fort Worth at a 5 seed. So the women currently sit at the 5th seed in Region 3. Currently expected to either face Mississippi State or Colorado.
Well, we're gonna see how that go.
I mean, it's going because as of right now, they're looking like either us versus Mississippi State or Colorado, and whoever wins between Michigan State and Green Bay.
Sweet.
Indeed.
All right, man. That means that I will try to update Tar Heel birthdays. I'm going to say this right on the record because by the next time we do our next podcast, it'll be March. So to all the February birthdays that we missed, I apologize. It has been a hectic month of recording, editing, things of that nature. So to all our Tar Heels, hey, that's what I want to shout out to all our Tar Heels for happy birthday to you. Have a good time. Hey, Joel. Cobb says, where will we be after winning the ACC tournament? Like, where we having the after party or where we going to be ranking wise? We're going to be in Charlotte. We're going to be in Greensboro and Charlotte. That's where we're going to be. That's what we're going to be.
We win the ACC tournament. Oh, that's a good question.
We win the ACC tournament. We probably get a 4 seed at best.
Probably get a So we'll probably in 4 seed. We'll probably still stay. We'll probably stay in the Midwest division or Midwest bracket. So we'll see. So yeah, it'll just depend on because if we end up facing against Duke again in the ACC and beat them in the ACC, they'll probably drop to like a 4. I don't think
they'll drop. They'll drop to a 2. They'll drop to a 2 or a 3.
Drop to a
3 at 1. Because think about it. They still, if we beat Duke, let's say we beat Duke on March 7th, right? We beat Duke March 7th. That'll be probably their 3rd loss by then. And then we beat them in the ACC tournament. They're still going to be like a 26-4, 27-4 team. They're not going to fall. They ain't going to fall to no 4 seed. They might fall to a 2 because they're a consensus number 1 right now. The worst, and people are just going to chalk it up to, okay, Duke is just losing to North Carolina, which is a good team, but they beaten Michigan. They beaten a number 1 Michigan. They beaten other top-ranked teams. They're going to fall no worse than a 2, maybe a 3. Exactly. That's why I say That's why I say winning the ACC tournament at best for us, we get a 4 seed. That's at best. We get a 4. I don't think we can. I don't think the committee would get us any higher. If they gave us a 3 seed, that's because some teams that were 3 seeds lost in the process, and they got some bad losses in the process.
All right. So the quick ones kind of got thrown together, but got a game for you.
All right. Oh, you threw in red shirt this time. Okay.
You got 4 receivers.
Oh, damn. This is already about to. Why you talk about one of my positions like this? Like, why you do me like this?
They're 4 receivers, and they're all North Carolina receivers.
Oh God!
So yeah, we can't get in the top 10.
Exactly.
So you got the names go as such: De'Ami Brown, Ryan Switzer, Josh Downs, and Jordan Shipp.
I ain't gonna lie, Ryan Switzer was that dog, boy. Ryan Switzer was that dog back in North Carolina, bro.
I was originally gonna throw Hakeem Nicks in there, but I'm like, that's too easy.
Honestly, I like Switzer a little bit more than Nicks. I like Switzer actually a little bit more than Nicks. Now, Nicks was good. Don't get me wrong. But
I'm also trying to do like in the last 10 years. So all those guys fall in the last 10 years.
You said no Matt Collins?
Except Hakeem Nicks, he doesn't.
No Matt Collins?
No.
All right. Dang.
Also one of the best receivers over the last 10 years.
Dang. Shot fired at Matt Collins.
Listen, I don't know that man's stats. He ain't pop up on the other list. I just threw Jordan Shipp in there because of recency bias.
You want to know what's funny? Speaking of recency, you want to know what's funny about recency bias? Literally just the other day, Ryan Switzer highlights popped up on my IG, and I ended up on YouTube down a Ryan Switzer rabbit hole. So I ain't gonna lie to you, just because of it, I'm starting Switzer. Just because of it, I'm starting Ryan Switzer. I'm sorry, I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm starting right. Hey, that boy was nice. That boy was nice with it. I can't even lie.
So yeah, we started Switz, which was I figured was going to be the obvious choice.
Ooh. Downs. You said Downs, Brown, and
yep, Josh Downs, De'Ami Brown, Ryan Switzer, Jordan Shipp. And just because of the upside down U. So who you benching, red shirt, and cut? I also agree. Ryan Switzer was that dog, and he didn't really. I don't think he got a good enough shake in the pros. They just relegated him to a punt returner, to a kick returner.
That they did.
Get him in the lineup, put the ball in his hand, let him show you what he got. Because the Steelers didn't need him. Steelers were the worst place for him to end up
in. Hey, after that start, that's where it get to the nitty gritty. I'm gonna be honest. Because I'm drawing a blank. This is how this falls. Don't kill me. Do not kill me, Panther Nation. When I say this, please don't. Not even Panther Nation, Tar Heel Nation. I was thinking North Carolina regardless. Please don't kill me, Tar Heel Nation. I'm benching Ship, redshirting Downs. I'm cutting Brown. And the reason is I just can't. For some reason, I'm drawing a blank on Brown, but I know the name, and I just can't.
You do know who De'Ami Brown is.
I am failing. I am failing so bad right now because I'm drawing a blank.
De'Ami Brown ended up going in the third round to the Redskins at the time in 2021.
Switzer was never the wide receiver. Nix was. I
mean, that's fine. Hakeem Nicks was also in a different generation of wide receivers too.
But I'm also gonna say this: I feel as though Ryan Switzer was utilized in a lot more places than Nicks was.
Yeah, Ryan Switzer was more movable than Hakeem Nicks was.
And like if you're talking like a pure receiver, like just one-to-one receiver, then I could give you that.
Yeah, Nicks is actually a better pure receiver.
Why?
Oh wow! And the funny thing is, funny thing about it is De'Ami Brown actually had better career stats than Hakeem Nicks did, college-wise.
Oh, okay. No. I'll take that. All right.
You're changing your plan up a little bit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I might have to switch this up now. I might have to switch this up a little bit. Hold up. Because I was trying to do this just straight off the head without going back and looking.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was trying to do this straight off my head without like going back and looking. Da. Why'd y'all take the compare feature away? Why did y'all take that feature away? That's weird.
Cause who y'all got out there? Because so far, Cobb said Switzer's starting. So what y'all got?
I'm still. I ain't gonna lie. I still might say Switzer. Well, wait a minute. Hold on.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that Mac Hollins wasn't included, but Mac Hollins has been much better as a professional than he was in college. He wasn't bad. He just wasn't. He was a second option the whole time.
That man said he was a second option the whole time.
He was a second receiver for most part, which ain't nothing wrong with that. You can still ball out as a number 2 guy. He's proved that all through his NFL career. Because heck, sometimes he's the fourth option. He still balls out.
Oh.
See, Switzer is a slot who plays special teams. And yeah, he was good at special teams in college, but like for some reason, like when he got to the NFL level, that's all they relegated him to was just a special teamer. And honestly, I feel like if they had let him be a slot receiver legitimately, who also played special teams, you would have got the best out of him.
Because here's the thing: Switzer's final year, that man put up 1,000 yards, 96 catches, 6 touchdowns. And that was when he was a pure That was when he was a pure
18.
like receiver.
Come on, the Sam Howell years.
Because Diami was there from
Diami had
18, 19, and
Diami
20.
had Sam Howell, if not Trubisky.
He had
From 18 to 20.
that 2018 team. It was
I think it was Sam Howell.
from what I'm looking at, it was Nathan Elliott for the 2018 team. 2019 was
Well,
Sam Howell. 2019 was Sam
He
Howell.
only had 17 receptions that year.
And then 2020 was Sam Howell. So yeah. Diami had Sam Howell for his two most productive years. Whereas Switzer, he had, I want to say he had the Trubisky years.
He had the Trubisky years. Yeah, he had Mitch Trubisky. His most productive year.
And Marquise Williams, his first year.
Yep.
And Marquise Williams his first year.
up until his
Marquise Williams
to 25.
Yeah. But my thing is this. The year, and it's that statement that you just said, if they stop playing him as slot and play him as like only receiver, he could ball out, because the year he played mostly receiver was the year he got his fewest returns as a punt returner. So his senior year, he had 1,000 yards, 1,112 yards on 96 catches. That season, statistically, is better than De'Ami Brown's best year, and it's better. Nope, it's not better than Josh Downs' best year. Josh Downs had 1,335 and 101 receptions. So based off that, damn. You know what? I got to change it up. I'm still starting Switz because he's more versatile. Josh Downs is my bench. De'Ami Brown's my red shirt. Jordan Ship, I just got to cut you for right now, bro. You just ain't got enough on the resume. I'm sorry. Not sorry. I just gotta do it that way. I gotta do it that way.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you. Like Josh Downs was a dog.
Right.
Josh Downs
was a dog. So I gotta do it that way. I'm taking Switz for the versatility because I can have him at slot and at punt return. So that's two spots that can really help my team. After that, Josh Downs and then De'Ami Brown. And the thing is, Josh Downs and De'Ami Brown both had Sam Howell for a year.
Yeah. And then Josh ended up getting Drake May and Jacoby Criswell.
Yeah.
After that. So you know something that I didn't realize before or didn't really know.
What was that?
Did you know the two quarterbacks that Hakeem Nicks had in his last season? And funny thing is, you'll know both of these quarterbacks. You just be like, well, dang.
I know them because I genuinely should know them because I used to use North Carolina on NCAA a lot back in the day.
One of them actually just recently lost a coaching job.
Oh, I know this. Hakeem Nicks.
Williams. But he was on the same team with Williams. They were both coaches in Atlanta.
It wasn't y'all coordinator, was it?
No, it's not Zach Robinson.
Okay, I was gonna say no, it wasn't Zach Robinson. Dog,
Zach Robinson is Oklahoma State.
Dog, I know who it is. I know who it is too. I used to use these boys a lot.
He played for Pittsburgh.
Who played for Pittsburgh?
I'm not trying. I think he's talking about Switz. Yeah, because Switz played for Pittsburgh.
Why am I drawing a blank? I know this. 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 I know
It
this.
helps you out. He was a perpetual backup in the NFL.
Oh God. You know how many backups I know that could do that? Why do I think it's Tyler Heineke?
It's not Taylor Heineke.
I don't know why I thought it was Taylor Heineke for like 2 seconds.
Older than that. Remember, Hakeem Nicks was in 2008.
I do remember.
Remember, Cop, you got to go back to before the 2010s.
Oh my God, I know this answer because I had to make the roster. That's how I know, because it's that NCAA era where like we didn't get to automatically download rosters. You had to go and put the names in.
Manually type
oh my God. And I had
one of them has pretty much mentally probably has been lost to time to everybody. The other one, like I said, has been more prevalent because he is currently coaching in the NFL right now. Dallas tried to put Switzer in the slot to eventually take over Cole Beasley's spot. It just didn't work out. But I'll say that Beasley was still there when they drafted Switzer. He was still there. The thing with the situation with Dallas and Switzer, though, was Dallas didn't have Kellen Moore at the time. So offensive coordinating wise, they just like Sean Garrett wasn't great for that situation for him, especially for him. Because I think Sean Garrett was still in. They looked at Switzer as an eventual replacement, as he should have been. But the problem was, I think by the time he got to Dallas, he'd been pretty much a journeyman at that point. And once again, you've been relegated to a special teamer this whole time. You're not really getting the wide receiver reps you need to be ready to replace somebody like Cole Beasley.
All right, I'm drawing a blank. Tell me, I'm gonna be mad regardless.
So one of the quarterbacks, the one forgotten to time, is Cameron Sexton.
Okay.
The other, Mitchell David Trubisky. No. No, Cobb. No.
Mitchell Jonathan Trubisky.
Not old enough.
I'm going to be so mad about this.
The other one, and you're going to kick yourself when I tell you, TJ Yates.
Oh my God. I'm so mad because I remember the TJ Yates years. I'm mad.
Oh, yeah, Brandon Tate too.
I'm mad, bro. Why? I'm so mad because I know TJ Yates. I'm so mad about that.
Cobb's like, that's who I was thinking about. No, it wasn't.
Mitchell David Trubisky, Cobb.
David
hey, it's like it's TJ. That's what I said. What?
Oh God.
Mitchell David. Hey, he's like Joe Montana was a quarterback. You idiot. I said Joe Montana.
Joe Montana. God was in the.
Wow. Are you proud of that?
I mean, hot.
Are you proud of that?
But it just didn't work out for him.
Are you proud of this?
Yes.
Oh my God. All right, man. You know what time it is.
Tate played for Burlington Cummings in high school. Oh, word.
I'm not even going front. I thought he was about to say Tate plays for Burlington Coat Factory now.
That's
what I thought he was about to say.
Burlington C. I'm like, not Coat Factory.
I thought that man was about to say, yo, Tate now plays for Burlington Coat Factory. I was like, that's disrespectful on so many levels. So, like, I don't even know nobody who's ever worked at a Burlington Coat Factory.
You know what's funny? You know what's wild? Neither do I.
Right. Like, you ever think about that? Do any of y'all know somebody that worked at a Burlington Coat Factory ever?
If you have, come let us know in the comments below or something. Like
I've known people who worked at a Ross, a TJ Maxx, Hey, rooms to go. I don't think I know anybody who's ever said, "Yeah, I worked at Burlington Coat Factory before," or say, "Yeah, I got to go clock in." Where? Burlington Coat Factory. What?
When I tell you the receiving room that Hakeem Nicks had at this point in his life,
Oh my god!
dear Jesus,
Which room?
I don't think anybody else was trying to catch anything.
Hey, they've been having Heat J's lately. Are they J's or are they Q's?
R's, S's, T's, U's, and
Hey,
V's.
listen. Hey, listen. They JR's. You don't see that little cursive
Juniors.
R at the end of it? Junior.
Them juniors. But yo, check this out. So looking at the stats from that 2018 receiving yards wise, you had Hakeem Nicks at 1,222 yards. You know what the next highest amount of yards was?
750.
No, lower,
347.
a little higher,
417.
a little lower,
404.
a little lower,
Jesus Christ. 392.
a little lower,
Jesus Christ. 356.
a little higher,
So 363.
titty bit higher,
What? 371.
almost there, 376.
Jesus Christ.
You know
Cobb
what
said,
who their fifth?
Cobb, you misspelled the Jordans. It's JORDONS. It's Bill's Jordans.
Pause.
Get out of here. You have disappointed me for the last time.
Hey,
You
not
squealing
only
in the
that,
background.
hey, not only that, Cobb said, LOL.
Cobb said, my bad.
It's Bill's Jordans. Remember, we're in Chapel Bill now. Oh my god.
So looking at this roster, so you had Nicks, Brandon Tate, Brooks Foster were your three top receivers. Do you know who else caught a pass that year?
Desmond Howell.
I tell you this, it'll be a man by a name you'll never forget.
Oh God. Is it a name I hate?
Not exactly. Depends on what context you use it in.
I'm about to say, is it a player I hate? Like at the NFL?
Probably a player you never do.
Jason Tight Booty.
That man played one season.
Jason Tight Booty.
No. That being a name for somebody currently.
Hey, Quan said she worked there years ago. You know somebody who worked in Burlington Coat?
There he is. So check this out. So this dude, you know what? I ain't even mad at this.
Oh my God.
That man threw 2 passes his entire career. And he threw for a touchdown.
What's his name? Oh, who's it? Who caught these passes?
Cooter Arnold.
Who?
Cooter Arnold.
Did you say Cooter?
Cooter. His name is Cooter.
Sir, this is a children's show. What the? Wait a minute. No. Why was the first thing I saw was this couch? No, bro.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
I need you to understand. It popped up, and the first thing I see is this couch getting vacuumed, and all I heard was Roto Cooter.
Oh, bruh.
Oh my God. I'm
We
crying.
need to go. It's been almost 2 hours. So we need to go. We need to go. We need to leave.
Oh man.
Oh, we need to
All
get
right.
out of here.
For takeaways of the week, pull them up.
Where's this thing at?
Oh, I got it.
There
Pull
it
up
is.
the banner. You're first this week. Oh my God.
Oh, man. Button. Whew. Tar Heel takeaway of the week. The internet doesn't need to let me discover things. Because when I do, I will run out. It is going to be the biggest problem ever, especially if it's something I find fun and I can customize it. You shouldn't let me do these things. So, internet, just realize you have made a egregious mistake. Letting me come in here and not only use a soundboard, but make my own sounds. Just shouldn't have let me do that. Should not have let me do that. Because here I am, currently looking through my extensive library of random noises to add to this soundboard that they're probably going to delete before next week. Because I can't be trusted. Cannot be trusted. Man. Outside of that, that's what I needed to. I needed that earlier. But live your life, enjoy it to the fullest, because man, ain't much else you could do. Sometimes life gets so sad you gotta cry. Sometimes it gets so crazy you just want to punch the wall. But as long as you can laugh at some point, you're doing pretty good. That's all I can say. Your turn.
Oh man, what can I say about this podcast that hasn't been said about Afghanistan? It looks bombed out and depleted. Hey man, my Tar takeaway of the week. Oh my God. Do the fun thing with your friends, bro. Whatever you want to do, if you want to have a fun adventure, make sure you have friends to do it with. Don't be afraid to grab that one crazy friend who's down to do the silly stuff with you and down to just shut up. Who's down to just have a good time, having fun, because I ain't gonna lie, going into today's pod, we were low energy a little bit at the start, but we turned it up. And we are ending on perhaps the funniest episode. It has turned into one of the funniest episodes we've done. And I'm freaking tired of this man. He's right. The internet should never give him things. Should never give him things. But
never let me find this
But
out.
yo, if you want to do something with your friends, whether it's start a podcast, y'all might want to do voice anime dubs. Y'all might want to write a comic book. Y'all might just want to go golfing, go fishing, have a coloring night, eat some pizza, go to the bar, do something, bro. But always get that good friend or have good friends and do life. Enjoy it. Because memories like this are forever going to be ingrained in my mind. And I can tell you right now, and he'll tell you, this podcast is going to end up somehow as an inside joke for the rest of our lives. What? Oh, God. Like, Burlington Coat Factory is now becoming instantaneously more funny for me for no reason whatsoever. And I can't think of Cooter any other different way. So you know what? That's all I gotta say. Have fun, make memories with your friends. Do the thing. Julie, play my music. Actually, that is one of the sounds I've used on this pod. So yep, that's my music.
Oh,
Woo!
my bad. Sorry. My bad. Here it is.
Just because I used Old Spice deodorant, aluminum free, by the way, does not mean I endorse Old Spice.
You know something I just thought of?
What's up?
You know when you stub your toe and you always wish there was like something you could do to just quantify that happening?
Uh-huh.
Found it. Y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all next week. Thank y'all for coming out every Tuesday, 9 p.m. right here. Join the nonsense. Don't run. We here. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all again. Remember, tell your mamas, your uncles, your grandmama, and the cashier down at Kroger. Heck, even at your local Aldi, tell the donut lady that you sent them. Subscribe, comment, like, share it with your peoples. We out.
Oh my God, this man.